What is up, everyone? This will be my Zhao video, and we're gonna be playing Zhao jungle in Masters rank. And this game, the enemy team is very cheesy, so they're actually all invading me. So we're gonna see how this plays out. So we're gonna start with our E, and we're gonna go in with the dash, and that's just a quick kill, right there, right then. Enemy team invades me, not Zhao. All right. So Zhao, probably one of the best junglers on the patch right now, if not the best jungler. He's just very OP. He does it all. Strong early game, melee champion, tanky, bruiser. And I'm going to show you the build that I think is really easy and really strong for you to climb with. Generally, the build is just Thunder Sky into Cleaver. It's really OP. For setup, you want to go Conquer with Inspiration. For pathing, it's just about, honestly, just doing a full clear if you can. First clear is always really important to just make sure you get your jungle camps. Even as Zhao, his clear is not the fastest, but his first clear, if you can speed it up a bit, it's just really good to just get that first clear out of the way, and then your game is just going to go really smoothly. You can try some, cheeky ganks, but sometimes it can be a little tough too. Here are your E level 1, W second. So W, you want to make sure you hit multiple targets. Your W has 2 effects to it. It has the E dash. I think I'm trapped here. Nope. It has, the W has like a kind of like a thrust and like a swipe and like a cat. And then the thrust is going to do a lot of damage. And it's going to be a range ability, as you can see, very similar to me. And the slashing part, it's just going to be a bit more damage. You want to just hit. And here you want to E on the Raptor Cam, W like this, and then kite backwards. And this game we're going to play in Masters against an Ivern jungler. We have Vigil on my jungle, so I'm not really afraid of getting cheese right now. But if he cheeses me, that's something we want to be prepared for, and that's something we want to kind of prevent. So if no cheese, start W like this, always pull the cam. E, then auto attack Q. Your Q is just an auto attack reset, and the third one, it knocks up. Also, it reduces your cooldowns for 1 second each hit, which is really powerful. So if you can use your abilities first and then Q, it's just going to reduce their cooldowns, as you can see. Very good, very strong. You're going to be maxing W first, so you're going to be maxing E second. You can max Q second too, but I just find having E max second just, I don't know, it just feels better, but both are acceptable. So that's Ivern hitting that. So I have to be kind of aware of his positioning. Very interesting situation, I assume. If I can just clear this, it's really good. I need to get Ivern out of my case. I don't know what happened to Zere. She don't know how to flash. That's all there is. She don't know how to flash. Here, Ivern probably already got the crab. Smite it. He could be in this brush right now. So I have to be aware of it. Check it. Doesn't have smite yet. So he's actually giving that up. Enemy bot lane. Blitz is really low. Maybe killable now. So what we're going to do is approach slowly and pot up. So here we just want to go on the Jinx. She's probably going to die. So we can just W, tank, auto. Blitz, I don't think he has flash. So we can just keep autoing. E, auto attack. And then Q. Very simple, very straightforward. Just knowing summoners, if you can, is good. Sometimes you won't. If crab RNG is coming towards me, we can stop this Ivern from stealing this crab. Yes, we can. Oh no, he's too quick. I'm surprised if he wants to fight. Kennen, no flash. Ivern about to get knocked up. And boom. Be a man, you must be swift like a coursing river. And Zhao is the best early game jungler in the game. As you can see, you can do it all. So here, what you want to do is just get into Tunneler first, and then go into swords and like a ruby crystal. Switch to sweeper if you prefer it. Keep your yellow trinket if you prefer it as well. It really doesn't matter that much, unless you're trying to maximize vision denial. And after that, you can buy a pink. If you don't know how to utilize pinks, honestly, just save your money. Pink wards are, kind of like a heavy cost. Don't buy too many pinks. Buy a few, like 1 on your first base is always good. And then later on, if you're trying to do certain things, for dragon and stuff like that, pink wards can give you a lot of value. So the entire early game, incredible, right? You would want to just go start fighting like crazy, but honestly, in these situations, you just have to keep farming, right? Like this Ivern is trying to, be a little cheeky here, but I want to make sure I can just keep my jungle camps going. I just want to keep farming here. This guy, I don't even know what this blitz is actually doing. Here I can get in now. Oh my god, I missed my E. I was clicking on the wrong person. Yeah, so your W, it will mark the last person hit by your abilities. So me hitting Kennen then Blitz pretty much means the Kennen was a bit further back. I wasn't actually able to hit him. This situation, it does look like a scrap that I actually do want to fight. Kennen is 6, but I can go on Kennen here. So I'm going to just play it slow. I'm going to wait for my team to kind of really play it out here. I really do want to fight, but reaching people is the issue we run into. I really need this Zeri to actually go in. One more hit. Oh, the thrust! The thrust! The thrust of Demacia! The thrust of Demacia! As you can see, we made it happen. We made dreams happen. Dreams are where you happen. Here, we're just going to smite because we have 2 charges, and we're just going to start dragon. And we're just going to play out the game as if the enemy team is not going to FF. Because a lot of times, they have any sort of, scaling champions. The enemy team believes in them more than my father believed in me. That they're not going to FF. That's just how they are. So here, I just want to smite fast, get rid of that. And Sunder Sky is up. So if you can just have your full item completed like this, even though you have jungle camps, you might as well just, just kind of base. Even though mid fights are happening, I don't really want to get looped into another fight mid after I just fought for so long. You guys probably would have got baited by that fight, and I understand it's easy to get baited. But with your base like that, after fighting for so long, do not get baited into chain fights. Chain fights are not good for your game because it removes all your jungle tempo, so you can't actually farm your jungle as much. Oh, he had a deep ward there. But what I like to do is aggressively play for positions, aggressive positions like this. Kennen might come here. So what I'm going to do is just take over his jungle here. His blue's up. Blitz is here too. Oh, I actually couldn't kill there. That was my mistake. I wasn't expecting the Blitz to be up here too. We need to get on Ivern a bit sooner, unfortunately. I wouldn't really call that a chain fight as much as I would say that was more of a unfortunate number fight. Would love to have my bard there backing me up. And Sunder Sky is still extremely strong. Grubs, I honestly do want to fight for Grubs. I did say chain dying is bad. But I've only died once down. This should be a free kill on this guy too. Oh my god, he's just incredible. I think Jace is just going to dive this person, but I might as well just go on him. So what we're going to do is just start with their E. If you can get on them with the E, that's ideal. And then your knock-up is when you want to W them. And that's pretty much it, right? So if I can get on them with my E, I want to knock them up and then W them, right? That's the combo. That's going to help you a lot when you're playing as Zhao. Is W and then knock them up with that ability. So in games like this where I'm really ahead, sometimes I just like to go into Titanic second too. I think, just farming quicker will help me because of how much, of an advantage I have. I think Titanic second is really good. Just to speed up my clear, because I think a lot of times I'm not going to be really... It feels as if, there's a lot of fights happening. And I'm not able to farm as quick as I would like to be able to keep up with these shenanigans happening. So situations like this, I like Titanic second, and then just from there you go like Cleaver build. And that's usually how you would go. For armor, you want to go DD pretty much. Death Stance is really good. For MR, Spear Visage is still pretty much the best MR item. And from here, I just kind of AFK farm for a bit. Kind of want to get my Tiamat so I can start clearing a bit faster. Because of just all, this is something I noticed with Zhao, especially is, I get a lot of these kills early game, and then there's just so much action that I can't even keep up with how, my clear is. Generally, I would just go Cleaver second on a more standard game. But this is a very fast game, so we want to itemize however, we see well around here. I think I could save her, but Bard's on 6. Unfortunately. Numbers will be in our favor if we can get on them here. Can I no flash? Okay. Here, the problem is if I chase there, you know, Blitz may hook me. Somehow Ivern is still popping off here. Here, I have knockups, so I can just go on her. Her W, I mean, I could kill with my W, so I'm just going to walk in here. We got a runner. Here, I do have this Krug respawning. Blitz is probably in the brush down there, but realistically, I'm okay with this situation. I'm going to keep farming because Ivern's still dead for a few more seconds. I can just leave right now. And overall, I mean, people are just going to hook you and stuff like that. And not much you can do. Maxing E seconds is going to be really good here. A lot of shenanigans in this game. Make sure you play around it. The W thrust is where the skill difference in the Xin Zhao is going to be played, right? So if you hit those sort of W's, you're going to be popping off pretty much. So Kennen is a free kill with Lissandra ultimate. But if she has people here, then it might be a bit trickier, right? So that's like the dilemma right now. Kennen, you know, a gank setup mid lane, Xin Zhao, Lissandra, extremely strong. We pretty much lose no 2v2 because of how strong we are. But you can see if Ivern is there, that's fine. But if Blitz is perma-roaming, we have to be, you know, much more cautious about how we play the map. I could base now, but I just don't want to give them a chance to dragon. Because right now, the way they're playing is overloading bot lane. They feel like I'm so strong that I can pretty much dragon at any point. So they're trying to force like priority through like bot lane, whatever. And then they want to kind of like dragon or try to do like a dragon in the situation. Here, I mean, they're kind of fighting, but realistically, we should be able to win this fight here. We just get on Ivern, we can get on Blitz, whatever. We just killed the Daisy right now. Once you kill Daisy, everything else goes down. And that's why we play Xin Zhao. We make the dreams happen. Trust in reach. You know, you got to play. Once you get hooked in the ultimate, right? I guess I didn't really touch on it. But the ultimate ability is just a very powerful ability. And pretty much knocks everyone backwards from where they are. So if I ultimate, everyone's around me is going to be popped out. So it's just good separating people. And pretty much anyone who's not in the circle that it creates deals no damage to me, right? So I'm immune to damage from anyone outside. So very important. The ultimate is you get hooked in, you get CC'd, like people are trying to kill you, you just press ultimate. And try not to like keep people inside your ultimate that are, you know, you're trying to kill you. Good try, my man. So here, Titanic, how much is it? 3,300. That's expensive. Even if I farm a bit longer, it's not really going to make a difference. So what I'm going to do is just, you know, base now and get my components for the Titanic Hydra. I don't want to stay on the map. So here you just want to go into these items. Do I want to get my boots? We just, you know, I could go for it, but I just want to kind of get my Titanic. For boots, you usually just go armor or MR. This comp is pretty much an MR, a tenacity boot angle. So I need that. Little rat this guy is. I'm going, by the way. Can we just kind of let Jace walk out like that? That's more like it, Quinn. Show yourself. Blitz, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to join us here. Team match just makes it so easy to kind of like wave clear. Here, if you E first, it's much easier generally to kind of hit your slow. And then if people still escape you, just Q minions, stuff like that. Makes it very easy to play. So I'm pretty happy with the early game. Herald, I mean, it don't matter to me. Herald isn't really that important. I'm just going to base to get my Titanic. And then I'm going to go into like my Merc Treads because I mean, they have a lot of CC. Stun, CC, Roots. And here, I'm going to buy that. And, you know, we didn't get the Feast of Strength, but I honestly don't think... Like, if it's out of your control, it's not really a big deal. It doesn't make a big deal. But if you win them, it's really nice, honestly, to just have a... For me, I find it's really nice to just upgrade it right away. I think the upgrades are quite cheap now. So 500 gold, if you get upgrades on it, it's really easy to afford. Personally, I think we just fight here. We're really strong. I'm just like a god right now if they want to fight. And I ain't afraid of nothing. I take what I want. We actually let him get that red. Disgusting. If I can take the enemy jungle, I would love to take the enemy jungle. Be, you know, extremely... You gotta be really cocky with that. Just take what you can, what you need. And with Titanic, generally, you want to use your Titanic either right away or, you know, the better plan is to use it right before. Once after... So if I EQ, I want to Q again, then Titanic right after. So it pretty much instantly knocks them up. So it's really good for those situations. And it just makes it so you can knock them up. And remember, we talked about, if they're knocked up, it makes it really easy to just hit that W, which is pretty much all your burst damage is really in that W hit, the second part, which can be easy for people to kind of dodge out. So you just want to be aware of that. They can't herald. We're not really in the best positions. So we do just want to play for this then. If we're not going to get herald, what do we want? Let's get something else then. The bot tower, for example. No one's here. Okay, we'll just play to break this bot tower fast. We did get the grubs. Grubs are really good for doing exactly this, which is kind of like split pushing and getting this value. Boom. Oh my god, I actually wasn't expecting so much crowd control before I could E. I truly wasn't expecting to get bursted so quickly like that. And here, you would want to go Cleaver, but because of the situation, we're just going to go Sterix in this game because they have a lot of burst damage. Plus, I'm still getting CC'd that I'm not able to get abilities off. In that situation, I would love to have ulti right away. I would have took literally no damage from these two people. But that's the issue, right? If you get crowd control like that. But I think that fight was just favorable for them. They got lucky. They're not going to have like as good an engage like that at all. So they're pretty much going to just get bursted down here. I need Bard to group up with me. I think they could be on it right now, so I have to check. Bard can play more aggressive. He just has to get vision around the area. Otacon's coming up in 45. We can play around that. So when you're really ahead like this, you want to play to like, keep your advantage. Keep stacking dragons. Wait for like an objective like Otacon where you can just kind of get them to like group up in a bad spot and you can just fight them. And Otacon is really good right now. Herald is worthless. It really is like whatever objective, but Otacon is really strong. This guy's going for my red, right? We should just clear this pink. And then we have pretty much an Otacon right here. Kill this blitz. Now we just have a free Otacon, right? I can see Ivern. He's going to steal my red again. What a little rat. And then we can just take advantage of that. I really need damage though if we're going to do this. So we need Zeri. And just keep spamming your E. The extra attack speed is really good. But that's how I kind of like play around, you know, these objectives and use it as a source of us, you know, just getting stronger or, you know, maybe a possible fight angle as well. Jay's being here, surprising because, you know, I mean, it's just crazy. The Otacon's really OP now. I really like it because if you hit someone, Pretty much what happens. If you kill someone, it does like a percent health, like blow up ability thing. It's this effect. On Purify, your foe's corpse grants you Spirit Blossom, so blah, blah. Current health, adapted damage to them. So it does current health damage to people. Really good. And it's like really strong. The slow effect is really big. I mean, I really like this Otacon. I think it's much better than the other one. It does give you more, you know, like adaptive force, but realistically, the effect is really good for team fights. It helps really hard, especially on like a champ like me. I'm just really able to kind of just take advantage of it really hard. It's honestly not the best for me because I don't have ultimate. But Lissandra is able to kind of get a good amount of damage off there. So overall, good, bad. What was bad about that for me? You know, I don't have ultimate, right? We talk about it, ultimate. If you want to do multiple fights, you have to have this ability up. You're really not that tanky without it, especially into like range comps. Jinx autos, worthless. With my ultimate up, you know, other champions like Jace autoing, Kennen, unless he runs right into me, then he's starting to, you know, trickle me and do more damage. But overall, play for those ultimate fights. Like that was aggressive to keep chasing, chunk out the blitzcrank, go back to farming. We still have to farm. We're still missing out on so much potential for our champion. Like we really want to be stronger. We want to get this Sterix buy. That's going to help me a lot in team fights. And yeah, just try to adapt on the fly with your items. Just think about like what is going to be good for like what's happening. I get in crowd control, burst it down before I can cast abilities. Okay, Merc Tread's really important. Okay. Sterix is going to help me. I have Merc Treads. I'm still having the same issues. Okay, Sterix is going to help me. The anti-burst item. And from here on, you just want to max your Q, whatever points you have in it. And just keep farming. I do have Sterix, so I'm just going to base early. But overall, the game looks really good for us. I'm pretty confident that this game is just over on this last dragon. I usually like to just play for Dragon Soul because games can just feel so difficult to end. Play really safe with how you end your games. Dragon is Dragon Soul for us. It's Hex Tech Soul. Well, let's just make sure we play around it, right? Like there's 1 minute before you want to be there. You want to be in the area, controlling it, denying vision, and just being like a problem, right? That's your entire objective. Lissandra is not here, so we could potentially be in a bad situation. We don't really want to overly fight here, because now we're in a position. Now I want to go on Kennen, because if I can go on Kennen, he's pretty much not going to be able to go in here. Kill the Daisy too. And we might as well just take their inhibs as they kind of lost their ability to fight. I needed to chase a bit quicker there so I can actually kill that cannon. I don't really want to dive, because I'm mostly just... Unless this guy walks up like that. You know, I'm trying to go to get the dragon, but I know Ivern is trying to deny me from, you know, starting it for whatever reason. So I'm just able to kind of kill him right there, right then. But again, games are always losable, trust me. I've seen such sad losses with just how things are. So do not get baited by the game. After that item, I'll probably go into like whatever looks good. If I feel like the AD of the enemy champion is starting to get really, you know, oppressive, then I'll probably go into like AD. Enemy team trying to fight isn't really that good for them because I'm very strong right now. Remember, Jinx autos aren't going to do any damage to me right now. Now I'm like, okay, I can just go on her. I can W, hit the W, it will be really good. She flashes like that, you don't... Oh, this Ivern's here now. You just want to get on her. With Sterix. God damn, okay, with an Ivern shielding her, like... It's disgusting. What am I supposed to do? Shields are broken. Shields are absolutely broken right now. And that's where the armor is going to kick in. So DD is just a really powerful item here. Oh my god. Oh my god, this sounded well done. Well done. Don't know about that one. Now Baron's up, right? Next objective. Let's be ready to do the Baron Nasher. Because games can be very, very difficult to win. And yeah, my build usually would be like DD. Probably Spear Visage for MR. But they don't really have that much AP. So what I'm going to do is just go DD and then probably like Cleaver. Ooh, actually got it. So enemy team's grouping up a lot. I personally do not want them to fight right now. Without me and Lysandra, we are the two strongest people right now. But there are kind of trolling, so we can just fight now. I want to go on Ivern. So what do? We want to go on Ivern, so go on him right away. We don't really need to ulti. Ulti does a current health damage, which, you know, just do the Baron. So they can wave clear. Your ultimate does current health damage. It does a bit of burst damage as well. But realistically, it's not going to do that much damage if the person's already kind of low. That's why a lot of times when I'm trying to kill someone, I use my ultimate sort of when I'm on top of them right away. If I'm trying to kill someone quickly. And that's usually how you're sort of playing around it. Enemy team, I mean, they should have just all helped us do Baron. I mean, there's no way to push without, you know, actual minions like this. Enemy team just kind of wasting. People can wave clear it, right? It's just really easy to wave clear now. Like, the enemy team just has a lot of wave clear. We're not going to dive them with like a cannon ultimate and all that kind of stuff. So we just have to play around that. Zeri has the base now, so we're just kind of in an awkward spot. So now we just base and we can just go 5 mid. And here I'm just going to buy a Warhammer. I don't really need any other item slot. And what I like to do is just spam ping go mid, because with Baron, people try to do this weird thing where they're trying to like, oh, get the third inhib. Don't do it. Just literally just go down mid. Just go down mid lane. That's all you have to do. Trust me. With Baron, you just spam ping, go down mid, because this wave will naturally build up and it will push. And with 2 Baron waves on this one, 2 super minion waves, you pretty much just end it without having to go top at all. So going top is sort of like a lie in its sense. So Kennen needs to die. Kennen's a really good target to die right now. Now we just go down mid here. This wave probably dead because we didn't Baron it. But realistically, people good. They finally learned. Just kill Daisy. Daisy is a really good target to just go on right away. If you can just go on her, it's really good. And it helps a lot. I don't really want to go in, but I mean, this guy's asking for us. Didn't have to ulti there. That could have been a bit too premature. But here, once your wave comes in, it's really hard for the enemy team to kind of do anything. With your knockup charged up, you just want to go in, knock up, and then kite back. And if you can not die to tower, it's good, but overall without ulti, it's hard not to. But I hope you guys liked that video. Be sure to watch all my stuff. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck on the climb. Vision Zhao is really broken right now. Probably one of the best junglers. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck.